Hello friend. Welcome to MovieMark. Today we have brought you some amazing action-adventure adult web series, which are masterpiece web series ForEver. Hope you will like them. So let's start today's video. Number 10. The Handmaid's Tale. This web series based on drama science fiction thriller genres, with 8.4 IMDb rating. In a world where fertility rates have collapsed as a result of sexually transmitted diseases and environmental pollution, the totalitarian, theonomic government of Gilead establishes rule in the former United States in the aftermath of a civil war. Society is organized by power-hungry leaders along with a new, militarized, hierarchical regime of religious fanaticism and newly created social classes, in which women are brutally subjugated. By law, women in Gilead are forced to work in very limited roles, including some as natal slaves, and they are not allowed to own property, have careers, handle money, or read. Number 9. Outlander. This web series based on drama fantasy romance genres, with 8.4 IMDb rating. In 1945, Claire Randall, who had formerly served as a nurse in the British Army during the Second World War, and her husband Frank are visiting Inverness, Scotland, when she is carried back in time to 1743 by the Standing Stones at Cray na Dun. She falls in with a group of rebel Highlanders from Clan Mackenzie, who are being pursued by government troops led by Captain Jonathan "Black Jack" Randall. Randall turns out to be Frank's ancestor. Clan Mackenzie suspect her of being a spy, but retain her as a healer, which prevents her from attempting to return to her own time. Knowing that the Jacobite cause is doomed to fail, she tries to warn them against rebellion. Out of necessity, Claire marries a Highlander, Jamie Fraser, but they quickly fall in love. Number 8. Euphoria. This web series based on drama genres, with 8.4 IMDb rating. As a child, Rue Bennett struggled with mental disorders and her father's death from cancer, which led to a drug addiction. Now 16, Rue returns home from rehab and immediately buys drugs from her friend and drug dealer Fesco. Jules Vaughn, a transgender girl who is new in town, is invited by Kat Hernandez, a classmate, to a party hosted by popular college freshman Christopher McKay. Jules decides to first meet up at a motel with an older man from a hookup app. She lies about her age and they have sex. At the party, Kat loses her virginity. McKay and his girlfriend Cassie Howard have an uncomfortable sexual encounter, but discuss it tenderly. Maddie Perez, who recently broke up with star quarterback Nate Jacobs, has public revenge sex with a partygoer known as Tyler. Number 7. Love, Death and Robots. This web series based on animation short action genres, with 8.4 IMDb rating. In dystopian London, a young woman named Sunny participates in underground, beastie fights, remotely controlled bioengineered gladiator beast battles. The ringmaster, Dicko, attempts to bribe Sunny to throw the match, but she declines. Her teammates Wes and Ivrina explain that Sunny was sexually assaulted and mutilated in the past. Her desire for revenge eventually becomes her edge. Sunny enters the arena piloting her beast Carnivore to fight the opponent, Turboraptor. After a brutal match, Carnivore wins. Later, Dicko's mistress visits Sunny and seduces her, only to impale Sunny's head with a concealed weapon. Dicko then reveals himself and taunts Sunny, asking if she is scared now. The mistress then stomps at Sunny's head, crushing it. Number 6. Entourage. This web series based on comedy drama genres, with 8.5 IMDb rating. In this sitcom, the suddenly risen film star Vince Chase, a jeune premier of humble origins, learns the ropes of the business and the high-profile world of the wealthy happy few in and around Hollywood, but not alone. He brings from his native New York his atypical entourage, hence the title, not glitterati or professionals but a close circle of friends since childhood, and his professional agent finds they often make his job harder as the Queen's boys not only sponge on the star but also have his ear, so Vince is much harder to counsel. Vince chooses his friend from home Eric as his manager, and LA professional Ari Gold as his agent. Number 5. Big Little Lies. This web series based on crime drama mystery genres, with 8.5 IMDb rating. At an elementary school in Monterey, California, a murder occurs at a school fundraiser, but neither the victim nor the murderer is revealed. Flashing back to the first day of school, the families of 5 first graders are introduced. Madeline Martha Mackenzie is a strong-willed and wealthy alpha female in town who is struggling to cope with her ex-husband Nathan's marriage to a yoga instructor named Bonnie while also trying to build a relationship with her older daughter, Abigail. Madeline's friend, Celeste Wright, is a retired lawyer and the mother of twin sons, who are also beginning at the same school. Madeline and Celeste befriend Jane Chapman, a young single mother who moved to Monterey hoping to provide her son, Ziggy, with a better life. Number 4. Spartacus. This web series based on action-adventure biography genres, with 8.5 IMDb rating. The inspiration behind this series is the Thracian gladiator Spartacus, who led a slave uprising against the Roman Republic. The Thracians had been persuaded by Claudius Glaber to serve as auxiliaries in the Roman legions in a campaign against the Geti, who had often plundered Thracian lands. However, after Glaber reneges on the deal and switches his attentions from the Geti to attack Mithridates in Asia Minor, the Thracians feel betrayed and mutiny. Captured by Glaber, Spartacus is condemned to death as a gladiator, whilst his wife Sura is condemned to slavery. Spartacus, however, proves to be a formidable gladiator, and defeats the 4 gladiators tasked with executing him. He becomes a favorite of the crowd, leading Senator Albinius to commute his death sentence to a life of slavery. Number 3. Ozark. This web series based on crime drama thriller genres, with 8.5 IMDb rating. Marty Byrde and his partner Bruce Liddell are Chicago-based financial advisors who launder money for a Mexican drug cartel. Bruce and the trucking company owners who move the cash skim $8 million, which causes their cartel contact Del to kill Bruce, Bruce's fiancée Liz, and the father-son trucking company owners. To save his own life, Marty uses a promotional flyer Bruce showed him as the inspiration for a spur-of-the-moment claim that the Ozarks are a good potential location for laundering and that if allowed to live, he will wash $500 million in 5 years. Partly persuaded, Del gives Marty a few days to replace the $8 million Bruce stole, which he does by liquidating all his personal assets and closing all the company accounts. Del then tells Marty to move his family to the Ozarks and prove his claim by laundering the $8 million. Number 2. Boardwalk Empire. This web series based on crime drama genres, with 8.6 IMDb rating. An Atlantic City politician plays both sides of the law by conspiring with gangsters during the Prohibition era. Enoch Nucky Thompson addresses the Temperance League, spinning a tale of a young boy who struggled to feed his family. The desperate boy, who turns out to be Nucky himself, killed rats so his family had something to eat. With Prohibition just hours away, people are stocking up on alcohol. A funeral procession for John Barleycorn, a giant liquor bottle in a casket, marks the end of an era. Agent Nelson Van Alden visits Nucky. Nucky discusses the upcoming election with his aging mentor. Margaret Schroeder seeks help in providing for her children. A traveling salesman makes a startling discovery. Simon, the survivor of the shooting, is rushed to a hospital in Pennsylvania, barely alive, annoyed that Jimmy left a witness. Nucky instructs his brother to help. Number 1. Vikings. This web series based on action-adventure drama genres, with 8.5 IMDb rating. Returning from a battle in the Baltic lands, Ragnar Lothbrok dreams of power. Ragnar's brother Rollo's plans are rebuked by Earl Haraldson, who continues to order raids. With his new longboat completed, Ragnar recruits a crew willing to risk their lives on the long journey across the sea to England. Not all of them are convinced by Ragnar's promises of plunder, but he assures them even the gods would be jealous. In the midst of a violent spree, Ragnar finds himself raiding a monastery in Lindisfarne and taking everything it contains for themselves. However, the raid instigates a chain of events that will change his world forever. Ragnar and his crew head back to England with Earl Haraldson's permission. The Vikings choose the Sabbath to invade the town of Hexham and unleash a flood of violence and panic. So friends, I hope you liked the video. If you like it, please subscribe to the channel to get more videos like this.